Okay, and we're back. I can't remember if this episode is going to come out in the morning or the evening, but if it's coming out in the morning, you guys should be pretty happy because this episode is the last housekeeping episode that we do before we advance the story. So the next episode is when we start advancing the story, and we do a couple of happy mask trading sequences earlier on in the next episode. But we do advance the story. There'll be a whole bunch of cutscenes next episode. You can get really nostalgic for seeing Zelda again and getting really scared at Ganondorf. But in this episode, we're going to get some more heart pieces and some more gold sculpture pieces. And I can't actually even remember what you get for collecting 100 gold sculptures. And I kind of want to leave that a secret. I think it might be a little bit better if I don't look into that or look up the spoilers. So let's start the episode. So remember last episode, we bombed the staircase in the left side of the dungeon here, and as you would have found out if you had done that, you wouldn't have been able to access the alcove above the staircase in that kind of looped ramp area above the staircase. So what we need to do is we actually have to go the wrong way around the dungeon. We have to go into the right side of the dungeon and circle back around so that we can land in the room after the ramp and on the top of the staircase. So the best way to do that is to ride this kind of escalator, well this kind of lift all the way up and then go back around the wrong way. So just ride it up. No, that was the switch that we pressed a while ago. This room's really confusing. I tried to work out exactly which doorway I should be going into. Do I smash this pot? I thought maybe it was that entrance, but it's actually this entrance here that we need to go into. That blade trap can be pretty lethal. So I'm just gonna pass by these keys, and as you might have noticed, I have no shield on at the moment because my wooden shield got burnt up, and I think I'm gonna need to buy a new one, which I will take care of later. Alright, we need to defeat these keys. I'm not sure if I have any more luck. I had a bit of luck then with that one, but not with that one. I don't know how my shield got burnt up. That doesn't make sense, because I thought I switched to the metal one, the Hylian shield, not the Kokiri shield. But apparently it got burnt up. Alright, we open that door, and we head through it. And this is the ramp area above the staircase that you should not bomb. So here's the staircase all the way up to the alcove, but we need to climb up it. And I thought maybe this was like a secret climbable surface, but it's not. It's actually on the surface that you need to climb has the vines. So I thought maybe it was a little bit like the area on the Death Mountain Trail, but it's not. I was just an idiot. I was following my guide too closely. So we just gotta climb up these vines here. And you're basically given perfect access to a gold sculpture, which you can't fetch unless you have the boomerang. I'm not sure if you could throw the boomerang from underneath the alcove to get it, but I think it's impossible. Z targeting is something else that is really difficult in this game. It doesn't cross my mind at this part of the Let's Play, or this part of processing the Let's Play or moving through production of the Let's Play, because I'm not actually playing the game right now. But when you do play the game, the Z targeting is extremely frustrating. Alright, now we've cut to the graveyard, and this is where we plant the bean that we need to plant, and this will give you basically free access to a heart piece. You know, no questions asked. Just transports you up to that platform just to Link's. Ah, that's really embarrassing. To Link's left. Linkle. Linkle's left, because we chose Linkle as this character's name. Right, now we've come to Lon Lon Ranch. I just thought I'd jump cut a little bit more here, just to speed things up, because traveling time would be huge. No, that's not the item that we need. We need a boomerang. I don't know why I swapped out the boomerang for the seeds. The beans. There's a gold sculpture up there that we might have noticed before. I'm not sure if we did. But it's on the window. It does take quite a while to kill these, because it takes 2 hits from the boomerang. It's going to try and Z target. Is it going to work? No. No, Z targeting will not work. We have to throw the boomerang several more times to get the damn token. I think I see what Ego Raptor means now about this game being really frustrating because you're forced to wait so much. And the enemies that just harass you, like we're being harassed by a little crow-type bird that's not a Keese, I don't think. Or maybe that is called the Keese, and the bats that we've been attacking and calling Keese are not actually called Keese. There's a gold sculpture just on this wall here. And I suppose you wouldn't discover it unless you knew where it was. Or if you checked every surface. But luckily we have a guide that we're following, so we know exactly where everything is. Damn these enemies. Because you think you enter an area and you're safe, but then you start getting harassed. I think I can see why Game Grumps called themselves Game Grumps as well, because games are frustrating. Like I was talking to my partner, and she was trying to help me understand that I shouldn't be doing things that frustrate me. But I love this game so much, like I have a deep, deep love for it. I wouldn't be pushing myself through this game unless I had such a deep love for it. I think in the rest of this episode we're going to sell the last mask that we borrowed from the Happy Mask shop to the running man in the field, and we're just going to cut pretty soon to when we find him, because it is pretty difficult to find him. He runs throughout the whole field, and it's very time consuming to find this particular character, so that we might fade out or we might cut. Yeah, we just cut. Right, here's the running man, and I figured I'd leave out or leave in all of this running with these enemies flying around, because it's a classic example of how much of a cluster F this game can be sometimes. Like running throughout the field will just cause enemies to follow you, and they will just never leave. We're gonna follow this guy, and then eventually we'll just be swarmed by enemies which never actually hurt us but follow us for a long time. Here they come. I can't believe like the propeller thing is like a mothership. It like ejects its like little baby ships that like fly around and take do quite a bit of damage to you. You would have thought that this guy would have stopped by now, but that's not the way this game works. He just stops periodically. I wonder why this guy's not surrounded by crap loads of propeller aliens. I have no idea what these animals are. Do you guys remember that post from like IFL Science about gears occurring in nature? Like there's this insect and it has like a kind of a pincer mechanism on it, and it's like an example of how certain engineering concepts might actually be natural, like gears actually occurring in nature, when normally you would think of, you know, perfect circular mechanical motion as being a fairly artificial concept. I'm just loving this absolute mess. And then when the big one starts chasing after us, just like starts shaving his hair off. It's like, oh my gosh. Hopefully he stops sometime soon. This guy's a trooper. I don't know anyone who can run for this long. So he's still on the path. I thought maybe his deviation would indicate that he was going to slow down and stop. I think that's a rock that you can destroy with a bomb, or maybe the Megaton Hammer. I should do like a speed motion, like a high frame rate version of the sun and the moon setting and rising. Okay, finally he stopped. This will be where the episode ends, basically. This guy pays us a lot of money. This is the money that we should be using on the beans. Like, we should have done this sequence first, maybe. But I don't think you can get this mask before you get the boomerang. Actually, I'm not even sure. This is just a particular way that the guide took me around. So this guy pays you 500 rupees for this mask, which is insane, but we're going to end up using most of this money, I think, on the like the big Poe quest, even though that happens after the next dungeon. So I'm just going to let this little ticker money thing go on. Alright, we'll fade out here and we'll end the episode. I'll see you guys next time, and this next episode will be substantive story content. Trust me, I know, because I just edited the stuff yesterday, and it definitely is. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow, or for the next episode. Alright, I'll see you guys.